Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. So that first sort of episode was well received, I would think so. This sort of game lives on this channel. So let's play a little bit more, and you never know, maybe we'll get a whole bunch out. Just let me know if you're enjoying it and you want to see some more. Anyway, so we're on the sort of overworld map, which we didn't get a chance to see last time. You can see these are all the different colonies. Some like us, some not so much. It plays out like XCOM, how you have to keep all the different nations happy or they will drop out of the sort of world arrangement. XCOM 1. So specifically the remake or the modern reimagining. So you have to play a bit of politics, and you can even, the backdrop that they've already established with the story that they were going to build 12 of these super carriers called Battlestars, like the new class, and they were going to deliver one to each of the 12 colonies, you know, so there's this sort of tenuous political thing. It's actually a really cool backdrop to do interesting politics in a sort of, I suppose, a sci-fi setting, because each sort of people have their own sort of island, I guess, their own planet. Anyway, so the game wants us to click down here. We're going to do chapter 2,
Kane
Athena.
had her stomping boots on. Started shelling out orders before she'd even finished sticking the admiral pin to her jacket. She's out to prove she's ready for the top job of Colonial Fleet.
Right.
Can't feel good to earn that promotion off the back of your superior's bad luck. But we've all lost someone in this war, I guess. My sister was on Galactica before it disappeared. Pycon's government is blaming Kane for not delivering Athena earlier. Both she and Sinan won't be happy until we've delivered all 12 of the Jupiters to the colonies. Well, at least we'll get to see Athena clear out some toasters before we hand her over to Pycon. Daedalus is ready to jump on your command, sir.
So I believe this is 30 years before the new series, and by new, because there's two series, there's one in the 70s and there's one in the early 2000s. And Battlestar Galactica is getting retired in the new series, right? And this, it just got made and went and disappeared. So I think it's like 30 years on or something like that. Anyway, we're going to, you can see here, Fleet Group Daedalus.
Our ships took a few hits during that fight. We should have the crew do some repairs before we move on.
Sure. So we can just repair all like that. But you can see here, because we turned on the sort of dynamic damage, or, you know, the perpetual damage. Additionally, ships stationed with Daedalus will be repaired over time. So we didn't necessarily have to rush that repair. I mean, we're doing it for the tutorial, but you could potentially try and have them sit there like on a med bay sort of thing. In fact, I guess maybe you could try and we've jumped across. You could maybe try and cycle wounded ships to Daedalus, but I believe a lot of the main missions you have to take the Daedalus ship to there, because you can make multiple fleets, but there's always, I think there's always a master fleet, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're just going to put down automatically, though you could place anything in that zone
Fleet
wherever you want.
Jumping in 3, 2, 1.
So we're jumping to Pycon to deliver the Athena.
Jump complete. Dratus contacts bearing 017, Karam 021.
Pycon and the rest of the 12 colonies are watching our every move, Commander. Some would see Colonial Fleet fail. Ensure we succeed.
Right.
No pressure, sir. No pressure at all.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be right. We'll be right. All right, so we pull up the old map on old Dratus. And we've got 3 contacts there. Those 2 are still out on, you know, like, I suppose that one's closer. Let's see if we can get eyes over that one earlier. Maybe we'll go boost thrusters.
On it, Commander.
Right. Now the Daedalus has some Viper units, so we'll get them deployed, because we do have to protect it. That's sort of our, well, that is our HQ for the entire campaign. We'll boost out the Athena. And we'll deploy Vipers. We've also got Raptors as well. She is, like I said, a carrier. It's really cool. You can see her tag on the Athena. That's so cool. What about these manticores? Oh yeah, the Perseus. And we've also got the Lancer. I suppose you could probably rename them yourselves. I'm not that worried. Okay, cool. So off we bloody go. Yeah, so we don't want to leave Daedalus vulnerable. However, the Battlestar is so slow. I think we'll be alright.
Adjust a ship's posture to tailor the crew's tactics so that you can match whatever opposition you encounter.
Right, so you can go in here and you can change its posture, which we sort of did by doing boost mode.
Ship's defense-oriented subsystems are more efficient. Likewise, an aggressive posture will boost the ship's offensive capabilities at the expense of the ship's defenses.
Now you can see max distance is 145 because of that boost, right? One thing that I am curious about, Dratus range, 7,000 meters. So that actually halves it. That worse than halves the Dratus. So I gotta wonder, I think maybe, we can increase Dratus with even higher defense. Geez, maybe there's something to be said about doing defense instead of boost. And you can do it here. Yeah, look how far out that Dratus goes. It's probably the outer ring. Because ultimately we're trying to ID the enemy, right? Let's get some... God, I was going to say altitude. I suppose. What can we make of this? I'll put backspace on as well. I find that really helpful. Oh, that's cool. You can get a firing resolution further than your actual Dratus. Ah, no, we want that. Okay, yeah, no, that's definitely a move. Okay, that's cool. You learn something new every day. Let's see if we can scout them out. Where's the Galactica? It's not a Galactica, the Athena, sorry. Look at that. Get that big firing resolution. However, they're not that worried about Dratus. Probably worried about getting that pie plate over them as big as possible. So I think for the moment, boosters would probably be the go. We'll even just do something like that. Yeah, that's good. We should be able to ID them all. What I'll do is I'll dispatch these to defend the... Yeah, you. That's what I want. And then you... Maybe we'll go this way. That's better. So we'll send out those squadrons to... Because they'll be helpful, especially at this long range, to shoot down missiles. And I'll just let these loiter for the moment. We'll sort of see what comes, see what happens. There, look at that. We ID'd them almost immediately. Alright, so we've got a Nemesis over there, which is the normal sort of ship. Talon is, I believe it's a bit of a carrier itself.
Receiving word from
Oh, maybe not.
Their alert Vipers are online and ready to return hostilities.
Okay, alright, so it's telling us to launch Vipers. I've already sort of jumped the gun there. Let's do the right thing. Launch squadrons, go to Viper. Okay, cool. Oh. That's interesting. We can pull up their stat line by clicking on them. So this has, what is that? Guided missile. Heavier front armor, 45 hull, and if you square that up against our dudes, 60 hull, 30s and 45s. So it's definitely lighter than even our light dudes, you know? They do have these guided missiles, of which they pack 70 versus our 40. So they definitely have more missile capability. Here come war divers as well. I think they actually can scramble a war driver. I think they can scramble guided munition redirection 60%. So they have a unique racial ability there. Okay, so we've got a pair of Talons? No, we've got a Nemesis up here. So have a look at this Talon. Front and rear, very vulnerable, but look at the sides. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. And hull 70. So this thing's much stronger, and it's got the war driver as well, right? So this is their sort of carrier support, and she's stronger, but if we can punch her in the face or the tail, you're sort of laughing. What we might try and do, because they're only going to be able to bring 2 war drivers to bear, whereas we can really go ballistic with the Raptors. Having said that, we've also got the missile threat that is significant there. So I think, okay, right. So we've got these two going out to protect them. That works. What can we do here? I think maybe we actually dispatch these guys to go after the war drivers, right?
Sir.
We'll double team them because we've got 2 squads spare. And as far as, like, say, the Raptor goes, I'm not sure. We might have that loiter for a bit, but we'll end up rocketing and boarding something that gets closer. Yeah, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to continue to defend in a way, but we're going to pull back.
Yes, sir.
Give the Vipers a chance to kind of catch up and run interference for them now that we've sussed out what the enemy have.
Yes, sir.
We just sort of, what we really want to do is bring Galactica to bear as best we can. Jupiter. Athena. It's a Jupiter class and it's Athena, my bad. It might end up being against that. We might have to go after their carrier because that sort of represents a bit of a weak spot. I really don't want to leave the data loss. I'm worried about that. What we'll do is we'll put her on as big guns as we possibly can, and we'll just sort of dangle around here a little bit. It's a plan. It's a good plan. All right, the hacking's beginning. Oh, he's able to put rounds on from there. Here we go. Look.
Not today, Big Man.
Missiles incoming.
I think we did well to
Squadrons
turn there.
take priority targets or defend any of our own capitals. You can recall a squadron back to its carrier if the situation begins to deteriorate.
Select a squadron. Yeah, so you can withdraw them if you lose too many. If you lose them all, it's gone, but if you land them on the carrier, they'll refurb them. I'm just cancelling off because I seem to be doing tutorial stuff ahead of time. So look, they're heading out to actually defend this, and they're going to shoot down some of them, but well, that's the hope at least. I think we'll continue to run. Where's our armor strongest? Front, top, bottom. Oh, rear is the worst for sure. So we really don't want to take that in the bum if we can help it. We might actually zip back here. We'll go low. Just sort of bait those missiles out, you know? They didn't fire. Oh no, they did. So they must have shot a few of them down. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Well, we'll continue to intercept here. I guess we've detected them with data loss, right? So let's bring that firing solution to bear.
Yes, sir.
And we'll send those missiles
Missile
out because they don't really have any missile defense. In fact, we will... Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Now, the Galactica could missile out. That's the Jupiter. Potentially. We'll send them. I'm not really sure what the range is. And we don't want a repeat of last time, so we'll actually
On it, Commander.
send you that way. Okay, that's cool. Just a bit of more... The firewall on this guy's gone down, but he's still in defense mode. And that Jupiter. Yeah, look how far out that dude is. Though I guess the map maybe might be limited to there. I'm going to keep pursuing him with that. We might send him some support. I think
On it,
we'll come
Commander.
about. We'll come about. We were actually getting rounds in on that before. End turn, here we go. Come on, shoot down some of the missiles. Look, I think they missed it. Oh, dude.
Get him.
Really got
Fighter
biffed.
taking fire.
Okay. How's this war driver squad going? Because they're really bullying it by the look of it. Yeah, they've half strengthened it already. Okay. So those missiles are going in. Yep, cool. You could probably afford to attack them, to be honest. And yeah, we might actually send... yeah, that's good. We'll send the Raptor in with a boarding squad with the bloody Marines. We'll get you involved. We kind of want those nose guns in play, because that's how the... even though I used to think the broadsides were strong, but they're more kind of point defense. So probably more for shooting down missiles and that. And you need to turn in. They've hacked his fire control. That's alright. Nice, let's go. Yeah, look, see, it's sending rounds now. I think it's trying to shoot down the war drivers. Oh, looks like they've wiped them. Oh, this dude's coming in hard too. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now what's going on here? He's alright for hull. They are really jumping on him, so... we'll keep continuing to repair fire control. You can't shoot while your fire control's under repair. And we'll maneuver for next round. And I think we capitalize here and try and bully the ships early. We have so much superior... oh shit, I accidentally pressed end turn. Well, that's not the end of the world. That's actually not so terrible. I'm not sure what's going on up here.
Commander,
Oh, that would be the
I've asked
borders.
Sinan if there is any way we can stop those Cylon tech ships from hacking our systems, but he's being stubborn.
We've already minimized
Just defend and because you're
Your firewall should keep them out.
yeah, the firewall
Otherwise,
returns easier when
keep
you
the
defend, I think.
subsystem offline for repairs if they cause too much damage.
Or you can rely on the tried and tested method of shooting the Cylons down before they get the chance. Battlestars are equipped to accommodate flak ammunition. Use this
Right,
to zone
yeah,
out
this is a
fighters
cool little
with incoming
thing.
munitions.
Like I said, my housemate plays this, and he actually swears by the flak fields. You can create this sort of little space here that absolutely obliterates anything that comes in there. I think I have to put it up, hang on. Oh no, the warning's gone around. It obliterates fighters and missiles, so I suppose you've got to try and maneuver it in such a way. So like maybe this should be vanguarding the force a little bit to, you know, to bait the missiles in. I'm not 100% sure. I wonder. Well, this guy can't really turn away. You know what I mean? I think he has to stay in the fight, to be perfectly honest. How's his repair looking? Fire control's not bad. We might actually cancel the repair just so we can get some rounds on target. We'll do that. Like so. That's fine. What do we got here? What are you doing? Defend target. Well, hang on. This guy's got missiles ready to go next thing. So yeah, I actually am going to get as many dudes to defend this guy as possible. Now, we obliterated that war driver squadron. Looks like they've got none left, so maybe there were two? It's not clear, but there's not two in play anymore. So we have fighter superiority, 100%. Alright, so our borders are on there as well. So if you click on that, oh no, whoops, I want to click on the actual thing. You can see our boarding party fighting the Centurions. Minus accuracy, minus repairs, minus processing power. I believe, you know what, we'll pull the Raptor up because it says boarded, right? This is one thing I'm not sure on. I have tested a little bit. Boarding party boarded. So what we're going to do is recall the Raptor and see if the boarding party debuff stays on. Like, do they leave the boarding party behind? Which I know that's a bit suicide mission because we could go get another one and reboard or board another ship, I think. Because if you leave it attached to the hull and destroy it, it actually gets destroyed. I know that. I've tested that in times past. All right, so his missiles are fired up, ready again. So we're going to go defend. See if we can sort of mobilize quick enough. This guy's pretty good armor-wise. We might actually just go into defense mode because I'm expecting that salvo. And then we'll bring it to bear and lower, and we'll keep a little bit of space so we've got more room to take those missiles. Meanwhile, this thing's just singing away. Oh, I don't know. I don't really want to send my missiles through there. My missiles should be close to cooldown, actually. You know what? Let's do that, but we'll actually take the far target. That makes more sense. There we go. And look, we've got him in our sort of pie plate, which is good news. Though we would probably rather have them both in the front one if we can help it.
So say we all.
So say we all, ma'am. All right, let's go. Boots. Here we go. Yeah, intercept, boys, intercept. Yeah, look. That's terrible. But because of the space, so what's the range on these things? It's not great, but he is in defense mode. Yeah. He's getting bashed, so what we're actually going to do is, that was the last of their missiles. I'm just going to turn tail on this dude. In fact, we'll get a big maneuver if we can. We'll just get him out of the fight, and we'll start to tip of the spear with the Jupiter, I think. We've still got them in a firing sort of resolution, so... like that. We sort of caged off the missiles. Let's check on the Raptor situation. So he's pulled back. And the boarding party's gone. Alright, so they have to stay on, basically. Okay, that's really cool. Now, can we reboard? If I go H? Yeah. Let's get back on there. Bugger it. Okay. Where are we at? Fire control. We'll keep defenses up so we can repair it faster. We can't fire missiles, but we wouldn't want to at 7th strength. It makes your missile salvo so much weaker.
Yes, Commander.
So we'll keep the pursuit on. We're sort of just buying a bit of time there, you know? And I feel like with the rest of them, let's just bully the shit out of everything up here.
Understood.
Yeah, he can stay with them.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's going to be glorious. Oh, wow, we have chipped down that left side quite a bit, and missiles inbound.
Firing on target. We're taking sustained fire.
Oh, that's significant. Look at him. Oh, look at his defenses.
Sir,
Bruh,
Pycon
just
Intel
shooting them
just
up.
confirmed that Admiral McKinley died in the attack on Fleet HQ. With Admiral Sarkis still missing aboard Galactica, Admiral Kane remains the commanding officer of Colonial Fleet.
Sure.
McKinley was a good commander and a good soldier. We honor his memory today.
Yeah.
So say we all.
So say we all.
So
yeah.
say we all.
Yeah, let's go. I guess it is a sort of mini Galactica, right? So it makes sense that it's got a bit of fighter, anti-fighter. This thing's got flak guns and that sort of stuff. You should have missiles. Yeah, let's
Yes,
do that.
Commander.
You need to come home for sure. Come hang out there. He's sort of, what are you doing? Are you running away? Is that what's going on? Alright, let's maintain onto him. Got our targets painted up. What's going on over here? Raptor's trying to close the gap. He's trying to run away. Alright, we're continuing to repair the system. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. Pussy's running. This dude's not going anywhere though, so we should be able to... Oh, yeah. He's getting minced. It's a shame that missile salvo is not really going to contribute, is it? Alright, well, we'll start. Can we boost and still be in range? Nah, not really. That's all right. We're still in range there on just normal. Start sort of heading out that way. Yeah, honestly, he's still got full hull, but like he will get stripped in a fight. So we're just gonna have him loiter for the moment. Keep repairing. This dude, yeah, because they've stopped hacking him. Let's get that salvo out now. It's as good as any, I think. Now, see how it says 1. I'm curious if it's going to be 1 and then drop... Like, let's see if he drops missiles on us now. We'll turn it up as well. Let's get the most out of these salvos.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah, he's come back in to start the hack back up. Okay, it looks like the cooldown persists, you know. So we can get a fair idea of where they're at with their cooldowns. Like, for example, he's going to hit us next turn. His hull's 7, so we need to get that Raptor off it, I think. Recall. We'll keep the Vipers on there. We might be able to finish him, actually. He can take a salvo. He'll be right. Meanwhile, that thing got obliterated, and these blokes are already actions on. Let's boost you. We'll try and get out there. Now, we've got a shitload of missiles. I'm pretty sure they range out. We'll send those anyway, because why not? I don't think we're going to go through everything. Attack target Nemesis, Nemesis, Nemesis. And they're falling back. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, we've already given them the fallback. Oh, did the Raptor squad make off? Maybe. Big maybe. It's not the end of the... No, they're dead. you get them back between rounds, but like for the rest of this fight, they're done. Okay, cool. Boost. Actually, we won't need the boost so much because we want to bring her about.
Yes, sir.
You guys, though, go and marry up with the fleet. This bloke continue to loiter, just because the AI is brutal, right? They will do shit like fire the missiles past him to get to him. Look at that. Oh no, Galactica. I don't know if I can turn her fast enough. I should have paid attention to the cooldown. We'll get the defense up. Let's get flak going. Oh, that just changes the length of the turning circle. Okay. We might be able to get that black field around. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, only just short there, actually. Look how strong this thing is. Holy shit. Oh man, they are tearing shreds off of that. Let's cancel off that flak. And bring those nose cannons to bear. There we go. And he's going to continue. Yep, very good. Sort of on mop up now. Bullets.
We've got them now.
I think we could just probably end it here, right? Working, okay. Oh, he's coming in for the hack. Oh, bullets, look at that. Nice. Barely lost any Vipers. I think that played out well. But like I said, not the most complex battle, but time consuming.
Finished playing with Pycon's toy, I believe it's time to hand Athena over to their defense ministry.
They've already been notified, Sinan. Commander, there's something else. We're having some difficulty with Daedalus's navigation computers. It'll be easier to explain from the war room.
Right, okay. Yeah, there's a big emphasis on the heavy computing power required to calculate a long-range jump.
Commander, we have a problem. The Idris relay that we use to outsource our jump calculations is malfunctioning.
Right.
Malfunctioning. What's our effective jump distance?
It's difficult to estimate with just the onboard computers. The red line extends beyond Helios Alpha, but we'd probably need an intermediary jump to get anywhere significant outside of the system.
This is what an ambush looks like, Commander. Find us a way back to Helios Gamma immediately. I want Daedalus under the cover of Ragnar's clouds before the Cylons can attack.
Commander, we're going to need more ships. Sinan's taken up yards 1 and 2 for the Jupiter-class
Cylon forces can't attack fleets at Ragnar.
Right now.
The floor crews are changing their build priorities as we speak. There's no use having a half-built Battlestars if we can't defend them.
That's cool. So Ragnar's this gas giant over here, I think. Yeah, right. So that provides interference. So they've hobbled our ability to sort of jump around. So to get from, like, say, corner to corner, we're going to have to sort of jump like a couple of times. So so that's something worth considering. We can build ships as well. So the ships cost a nominal amount, but they also have a rush amount, so you can just churn them out immediately, right? And I guess build.
Okay, we've got the Manticore hull underway, but let's push its fit out and training schedule forward.
Right, and you can see there, what's that like? It's like quadruple the cost, so it's significant. Or 2 turns, but we'll do it obviously.
Your
tutorial.
brand new Manticore is awaiting your orders, Commander.
Yeah, right. So you got down here our little fleets, Colonial Fleet 5, the Nix, and what we can do is transfer that to the fleet group Daedalus. So you have a max unit size. That's not dissimilar to like a
Sir,
Warhammer.
We suspect a satellite at Caprica Terminal may be the source of the Idris interference affecting our jump distance. I have the briefing packet ready.
Right. So chapter 3, cool, and we'll be going into that. So we've got an extra ship. That's cool. So it's still, I think the first 3 levels are a bit tutorial-y because they've got a bit to teach, but I don't mind it. The game knows it's a slow burn, a bit of a, you know, a longer loop, and it's taking the time to really just explain it with some pretty cool story laced in as well. I don't mind something that's deliberately slow because there's a self-awareness sort of thing that understands that it might be a bit overwhelming to just dump it all. Even though I'm a huge advocate of getting those first impressions in the first half an hour to 2 hours, the game still has you hooked in the first 30 minutes. It doesn't have to have taught you everything, but it's given you an idea. Okay, this is the pace we're moving at. This is how to play the game. We'll work through it. So I think it's actually great. But obviously that's going to be a no-go point for some people. Like the fact that this game is so slow. I can see that some people would, you know, it would be teeth-pulling for them. Anyway, let me know what you reckon. Second episode's always interesting, and if it's well received, this could well be a series. Team, we might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.